Americans are getting poorer and it's getting harder to make ends meet. Those aren't opinions, those are facts based on a brand new, dismal income and poverty report from the Census Bureau that was just released today. Now, keep in mind, everything I'm about to talk about is from the year 2022. We will get the information from the Census Bureau about poverty and income rates for 2023 next year. And if you want to actually read this report and see it for yourself, I will email it out to you tonight in my Newsgirl News Roundup email, so make sure you sign yourself up. In no particular order, I'm just going to run down some of these numbers that will either shock you or justify your feelings that, yeah, things were tough in 2022. The poverty rate rose to 12.4% in 2022. That's up from 7.8% in 2021, the largest one-year jump on record, and accounts for about 40 million Americans. The child poverty rate more than doubled in 2022, from 5.2% in 2021 to 12.4% in 2022. The Census Bureau says there are specific reasons for that increased poverty rate. The expiration of the monthly child tax credit, the earned income tax credit, rental assistance, and the end of those stimulus payments all played a role. Overall, poverty now looks a lot like it did in 2019. These higher poverty rates are obviously also related to the increased costs for essentials like food and housing. So, what does it mean to be considered at poverty level? The Supplemental Poverty Measure measures income and benefits, plus government programs such as tax refunds and food stamps. Under the SPM measure, families of four who rent are still considered at the poverty line in 2022 if they have an annual income of $34,518. Now, let's talk about overall household income. Though the jobs market and the economy were strong in 2022, the real median household income fell by 2.3% in 2022. In 2021, the annual median income was $76,330. In 2022, the annual median income was $74,580. And yes, that is adjusted for inflation to reflect real cost of living, which, as we all know, increased 7.8% between 2021 and 2022 because of inflation. The cost of living adjustment for inflation was the largest the Census Bureau has made since 1981. So if you want to talk about post-tax household median income, it was actually 8.8% lower in 2022 than it was in 2021. Now, when it comes to wages, real median earnings for all workers, including part-time and full-time, decreased overall 2.2% between 2022 and 2021. And the report found a 3.4% increase in full-time year-round workers. That means 3.4% more people entered the full-time year-round workforce or switched from part-time to full-time. In 2022, more than 65% of working women were employed full-time year-round. That's the largest share ever. Now, there's a lot more information about poverty levels by state, by gender, by race. So if you want to look at all of that stuff, make sure you sign up for the roundup.